Let us now begin with the sexual reproduction in human beings. We will first be studying about the male reproductive system, and let us first see the various parts of the male reproductive system. The most important part, a pair of reproductive glands which are called as the testes. So they are a pair of glands. The main function of the testes is to produce the male gametes, that is sperms, and a hormone called as testosterone. The testes are placed outside the abdominal cavity in an area called scrotum. This is because for the production of these sperms, temperature less than the body temperature is required. So that is why they are placed in the scrotum where the temperature is slightly less, and so it facilitates the formation of sperms. Then we have epididymis. Then we have two ducts here arising from each testis on both the sides, you can see, and these are called as vas deferens. So they are ascending, moving upwards, and they are called vas deferens. They are present on both the sides. Then we have seminal vesicles, again on both the sides. We have one single gland called prostrate gland. This is single. Then we have another pair of glands called Cooper's glands. Cooper's glands are also called as bulbourethral glands, and they are present below the prostrate glands. The function of the Cooper's glands is to add fluid or its secretion during ejaculation. After that, we have urinogenital duct here, and finally we have the penis. We have an ejaculatory duct, but it is not this one. This is the prostrate gland. We have already seen the labeling. Ejaculatory duct is here. Ejaculatory duct is formed by the union of seminal vesicles and vas deferens. Vas deferens and seminal vesicle unite to give rise to the ejaculatory duct. This is the urinary bladder, and we must remember that the urinogenital duct is a common passage for the urine as well as the semen, which comprises of the various secretions of various glands as well as the male gametes, that is sperms. Now that we have seen the various parts, we will try to understand that how the male gametes are produced and what is the path taken up by them. So the cross section of a testis is given to you here. The testes look like this from inside. Now the testis comprises of several tubules which are called seminiferous tubules. So here you can see the seminiferous tubules. The seminiferous tubules have a innermost lining. There is a lining, innermost lining to them, and the innermost lining of these seminiferous tubules is made out of germinal epithelial cells. So this germinal epithelial cells undergo meiosis to give rise to the male gametes. Once the male gametes are formed in the seminiferous tubules, they come out and they reach this portion which is called retitestes. From the retitestes, they move into other ducts which are called efferent ductules. The efferent ductules are also called as vas efferens. Here it is written vas efferens. So from retitestes, they move into vas efferens. From vas efferens, they go into epididymis, or the head of the epididymis. We had read here epididymis on both sides. We had this labeling. On the head of each of the testes, we have epididymis. So this is the head of the epididymis where the sperms or the male gametes have reached. From there, they move down and come to the tail of the epididymis, and finally they enter into the vas deferens. So this particular diagram shows us the path of the sperms from retatestes, vas efferens, epididymis, vas deferens. So from here the sperms are produced, and finally through the epididymis, where the sperms get matured and they receive even nutrition. So in the epididymis, nutrition is received by the sperms and they become mature, and then finally they enter the vas deferens here. From the vas deferens, they move into the seminal vesicle. From the seminal vesicles, the contents or the semen is going to be released, which is a secretion of the seminal vesicle, and it is mixed along with the male gametes. So we had said that the vas deferens and seminal vesicle together combine and give the ejaculatory duct. Seminal vesicle release their secretions directly into the ejaculatory duct. From the ejaculatory duct, now the semen moves down into the urinogenital duct, which I said is a common passage for both semen as well as urine. Now, when it moves into the urinogenital duct, the prostrate gland and the Cooper's gland, both are going to release their secretions. Seminal vesicle secretion released into the ejaculatory duct, but prostrate gland and Cooper's gland release their secretions into the urinogenital duct. So now the semen comprises of the secretions that are given out by seminal vesicle, prostrate gland, Cooper's gland, and the male gametes. Then finally it moves down, and through the penis they will be given out. So this is what is the path that is taken up by the sperms or the male gametes. So the semen is formed of sperms and the secretions of all the glands, and the semen is going to be finally ejaculated through the penis. Now, one more important point, that all the organs of the male reproductive system are paired. We have seen that testes are paired, vas deferens is paired, Cooper's gland is paired, seminal vesicles are paired. So all the organs of male reproductive system are paired except the urinogenital duct, which is single. Penis is again one. Scrotum, where the testes are placed outside the abdominal cavity, and prostrate gland. These are single, and except these, other parts are going to be paired. So I hope you have understood the male reproductive system, how the functioning is brought about. And now we move on to the next slide, that is the female reproductive system. Before we go, here the sequence has been given to you. We had seen the cross section of the testes where we had the seminiferous tubules, from where the germinal epithelial cells by undergoing meiosis produce the male gametes, which enter into the retatestes, finally into the vas efferens, then the epididymis, that is this. So we can consider that the vas efferens is a connecting link between retatestes and the epididymis. Then it goes into the vas deferens here, ejaculatory duct that is present here, union of seminal vesicle and vas deferens, and finally into the urinogenital duct, and through the penis they are going to be given out along with the semen. So this is what is the sequence taken up by the male gametes. Let's move on to the next slide.